Well, I want to tell you thank you very much for having me on your show.
Anytime. So, walk, welcome y'all to this wonderful 100-degree weather. I just want to introduce you to Kelvin. It's really nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you too, sir.
Well, we're going to have three segments today that we're going to cover and give a little insight on your life and what you do every day. So, without further ado, we're going to get into it. Um, what is your name?
My name is Calvin,
And where were you born?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
How nice is Louisiana?
It's very nice. It's cheaper, and it is a place where the food is fresh, and it's nothing like it. If you ever get a chance to go, at least check it out, and I guarantee you, you will have a blast and everything. It it's hard to put it in words. You have to really like check it out and everything.
That's really amazing. And what is your diagnosis?
Like with what subject?
Like, are you blind? Are you autistic? Or
Well, I'm a little bit of both. I'm partly blind, and this is how I see. Okay. I don't mean no disrespect. Okay, but if someone was standing in front of me butt naked, only thing I do is see is gray. Now, if you was wearing clothes, I could say, okay, I see your gray shirt with the black letters and the white words and stuff like that. Okay, but all I see is color. So to me, you look like ghosts with clothes on. So when you walk, I see like a billion of you.
that's interesting. That's really
Depending on what side you're on.
okay. Well, and how do you cope with your disability on a daily basis?
Well, I have a lot of people tell me because I'm blind, I can't train dogs. And I tell people all the time, your ass can see, why can't you? Okay? Me having a disability don't stop you from trying. Okay? What it actually does is you give up on yourself if you don't try. I'd rather fail by trying than fail by not trying at all.
That's I haven't thought much about that. It
Well, now you can.
Yeah. And how did you get connected with ability to learn?
Oh, hell. Honestly, I really don't remember. I seriously, honest to God, I really don't remember. I think it was like, I kind of went through like the regional center, I think it was, and then they kind of, I was looking for something to like, to help me do more stuff and everything, and I kind of, people popped up and I started talking about the ability to learn, and I was like, alright, I'll give it a try and whatever, you know. The worst can happen is it won't work. The best thing that happen is it'll give me something else for my ass to do.
That's really, really awesome.
You know, so, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the way it was, but I could be wrong. I do have a cyst on my brain, so my short-term memory don't work well, but my long-term memory, it works very well.
That's really, really awesome. Because there's a lot of people who have good short-term memory, but not long-term memory. So it's really awesome to have good long-term memory. So, all right, we just finished our first segment this morning or afternoon.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. I don't know the time, half the time because it.
Hey, don't feel bad. I don't either. So hey, we're in that same boat, okay? So
we are in the same boat.
yeah.
And we're gonna take probably like a minute break. So see you back in a minute. Alright, so we are going into our second segment. And we are going to talk and also going into some details on dogs. Some people really love dogs, and some people really have that rare skill for dogs. So without further ado, we're going to go into it. Can you share about your love for dogs?
Well, I've been training dogs since the late 80s. But if you look at my website, I have not put any videos up in a while because the people that was helping me, I done had issues where people were stealing from me because, me being blind, they think I can't see, so they figure that they just gonna take stuff and I'm not gonna notice. So what I did was I went ahead, I got rid of them, and now that I got some new people helping me that so far seem like I can trust them and everything, I want to start back to adding more videos. But like I said, since the late 80s I've been training dogs. My sister that lives in Antioch, California and everything, she used to train mom's dogs. So I got to the point where I used to ask all the time, sis, would you train my dog? She'd be no. Sis, would you train my dog? No. And then one day I was kind of like, all right, forget it, I do it. And to this day we laugh about it because I took it a lot farther than she thought I was. My dog I had Midnight, she passed away. I taught her how to do laundry. If you look at my videos, you will see that her being inside Walmart and I throw money on the table, on the counter, and she'll take it off the counter. Me throwing money on the ground, she's picking it up and giving it to me. I even taught her how to take clothes out the dryer and put it in the laundry basket. And I'm blind as hell, so people say when they can't do this and can't do that, I know if my blind ass can do it, you can do it. So I don't never put myself down and say what I can't do. I just focus on what I can do and build on that, even if it's just a little bit.
Yeah, and also another thing too, that there's a lot of people that think special needs people think they're stupid, and that they see physically they're not engaged, but it's a misconception that the mind is always engaged. That it's just that the inside they aren't looking; they're only looking on the outside, which is easy for people to judge.
Well, and for me and everything, I run across that all the time. Okay, I mean, I honestly God, I run into that a lot. But just the way I look at stuff, okay? Opinions like assholes, everybody got one. So what I do is, okay, I don't worry about what they say because I'm the one got to live my life and everything. If they want to judge people, now people are real good judging people, but they don't like it when it happens to them or whatever. Hey, Everybody got a passion. The problem is that not everybody get off their ass and work on their passion. Everybody's good at something. Don't worry about what's going this person doing over here. If you say you love yourself or whatever the case, prove it to yourself by working on shit that you love doing or whatever. When you don't, and when you got passion and you like doing something, and if you don't try, you fail in yourself. So I can say all day long, oh, I like to do this and I like to do that, but hell, if I ain't doing none of it, it don't mean shit. I mean, that's just the way I look at things and everything. But I don't care about me having a disability. Okay? Life goes on.
It does.
And what I need to do is do what I can to make me become a better person regardless of my disability. Everybody in this room got a disability. There's some people worse than others. So what I got to do is not dwell on my disability. Do what I enjoy doing.
Which is dogs.
Do dogs. Like I said, I'm trying to start my own talk show. It's called Live Dog Talk. Okay, so, and then the other one, the battle is what, in the mind and everything. You know, everybody go through shit. But the secret is, don't let it get to you. I don't let nothing that I can't control slow me from doing what I want to do. If I can control it, I'll fix it. If I can't, fuck it, I move on. But it does not stop me from me loving myself and being the best person that I can be.
That's awesome. That is not a lot of regular people think about that, you know?
We all regular. The problem is a lot of people, it's easy to judge other people, but they're not trying to fix the issues that they have within themselves. How can I judge you when I can't even fix the issues I have?
Yes.
That's just like, no matter what, you got hella trades. There's a lot of things that you love doing. But there's one particular thing that you love doing more. Or whatever. But you still do different things. You know how to do a bunch of things. So long as you work on you and don't worry about what this person or that person's saying, you're going to always grow. It's when you start worrying about other people and not trying to fix yourself. Because till the day we die, we all going to have something that we need to fix about ourselves. No matter what it is. Little, small, whatever. But the secret is to love yourself and just do the best you can and say, damn everybody else. Well, that's at least the way I look at it.
Yeah, I look at it. I look at that too sometimes. Well, speaking of business, would you want to share about how you got into being a dog trainer and how you made it into a business?
Well, they kind of like, to a degree, one of the same, other than a few things. Like I said before, my sister, she used to train mom's dog all the time. And then she didn't want to train my dog or whatever. But I used to sit up there every day and watch her train mom's dog and everything. But I asked her at the same time while I'm watching. I wasn't always blind. I just, as I got older, my eyes said, hey, I want to go out on you. But I am very grateful because I knew what the word passion means. But since I never had a passion or whatever, I really didn't really understand it. But now, since working with dogs is my passion and everything like that, I have a better meaning of it and everything. And now I cannot see me doing anything else but working with dogs.
Yeah, dogs can be a joy. And there are a joy. Yeah. And what are some goals for your business?
Well, right now, I am down here at the bottom. Okay. My goal is to at least get 5 customers.
That's not too bad for
The reason why I put it that way also is it don't make no damn sense in my eyes if I talk about I want it up here and if I don't have no foundation down here. Because no matter what house you build, it need a foundation. So once I get 5 customers and then they see that I actually know what the hell I'm doing regardless of my disability, then it'll grow from there. No sense in trying to look at your business up here while you down. Yeah, because I don't care what it is, they're gonna fall. And I got too much passion into it for let it fall before it gets started. That's the reason why. And this is, I'm gonna give you a few of my business cards.
That sounds good.
Here.
Yeah, everything starts with a foundation.
If I can get it out the rubber band. The first pair got out. Oh, there we go. And if you look on the back of here, it also has a picture of me with my German Shepherd over there. Okay? And I laminated. So if you drink beer and you spill it, you ain't got to worry about messing it up. And if you holler you ain't got a dog, it'll last for a while. So you ain't got to worry about it. So whenever you get a dog, you can still call me. So
that sounds great.
Here you go. Here goes several of them.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
Thank you.
And how? It's now, since this leads to our last question, that how can people contact you if they are interested in your services?
Well, since I'm blind as hell, can you please read my information?
Calvin Perkins, dog trainer, your phone number, and your email, and your website.
Yes. And then you can go ahead and go ahead and sit out there.
And your phone number is 916-949-2053. And the email is
Live dog talk.
livedogtalk@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And it's a lowercase or uppercase?
If I'm not mistaken, it's lowercase.
Okay. And the website is Perkins.
TheGentleDogTrainer.com.
That's awesome. That will wrap up for the second segment, and we'll come back within a minute.
I'll do a video.
For certain places to get something similar to this, but for like either interviewing or getting podcasts with somebody. But where can I go to get cards like this and spread them around?
We got those at FedEx.com. We're able to design it on the website, and then we just pick them up just down the road here.
I was curious where to get this because because Chris has been helping me to find somewhere to that.
I think originally we were trying to get on Vistaprint, but whatever, for some reason we were having trouble with that website. So then we found FedEx.com, and the great thing was, yeah, you can just pick them up, to your local FedEx store. And they were done pretty quick. It just took a while before I could pick them up. But they were done like in a day or two, I think.
Huh. How much were they?
Remember how much it worked out? I don't remember.
No, I just know.
500. I can't remember.
How about it was
Well, it depended on. I know it also depends, like how many you want to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember. Yeah.
It was. I know.
It was reasonable, I remember.
I know we got what? It was like what,
I
500?
think you got 500, yeah.
Type thing. But then they said, I think it said it'll take a couple days and everything, and we were like, okay. And then next thing you know,
That's right.
we got a text or whatever, and
You
then.
got to notice that they were done already, yeah.
yeah.
But I apologize. I don't remember like how much it was. And like I said, it depends on what you want.
Yeah.
And they charge you by the words. So you gotta also be careful. I remember that much and everything, but I don't remember like exactly how much like everything were.
Okay. That's not too bad. Because I know Vistaprint can get expensive.
Yeah, that's what I
Well,
mentioned.
nowadays
This
everything is expensive.
Yeah.
The secret is, okay, yeah, that's expensive, but what can I do to fit my budget? Type thing. Things, just because things expensive, that don't mean you have to go with the expensive shit in the house.
No, I don't do.
Okay.
When it comes to certain stuff like that, then
Yeah.
the first option doesn't work.
Yeah, so what I normally do is just like, okay, look, all right, this is the area that I can afford, okay? And then I do what I can within that area, and then after that, I'll be like, okay, done. That's pretty much how I look at stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you so much for having me on your show, because that really helps me to have a better understanding for what I'm trying to do, like with my talk show, and to be comfortable and everything, and being like, hey, okay, yeah, I know I can do this. I mean, now I think when I first getting started and everything, pride is something else because you're like, oh man, Now I'm kind of like, oh hell yeah, I got it. Yeah, oh shit, hey, I got it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you get in a rhythm, it's not too bad. Okay, go ahead.
Walking back, we're going to finish our third and final segment for today, and we're going to discuss and hear that every day may be a challenge, but at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. So, can you share some daily challenges you face because of your disability and how you overcome them?
Alright, this is how. Alright, I'm going to say some things here. Alright, to give you a better background of me. Okay? Now, I know this is a little off track, but it's going to end up going back on track. And that's the best way y'all can have a better understanding of it. my mom passed away my dad passed away when I was 6. I dropped out of school. I put both of my brothers through college. Okay? I found my mom dead, butt naked in the bathtub. But at the same time I went through all that, or whatever, I never did. I drank beer, smoked weed, everything, never shot up or whatever. Then I met my play mom, and then she taught me the value of family. And then I started watching my sister that's in Antioch and everything, training mom's dog, and then that's pretty much how I got started. I don't let nothing in my life control me. I control the situation. And I'm real good at telling people, hey, look, I don't give a damn about this. I don't give a damn about that. My goal is to live my life to the best of my ability. Nothing more, nothing less. If I make friends along the way, that's fine. If I don't, that's fine. But my goal is to not let myself down. So no matter what I do, I'm going to always try so I can be a better person to myself. Not for other people, but for me.
Yeah, that is really over or shortly thought that that people always think about other people, but they don't take time to look at themselves in a way.
And we all need to do that.
We do.
If we should never have time to judge other people. God don't like ugly, but he ain't too crazy about pretty.
But yeah, that's true.
Because you can find you a fine ass woman, but the problem is she can have a fucked up attitude. But you can find one that's a mud duck and have great personality. So it does not have nothing to do with, oh, this person that. It's about what's inside, how you represent you as a human being, how you want to be treated.
Yes, that's good. I'm told that you are very passionate about challenging and prejudice disabled people may face. Can you elaborate more on that?
Well, no matter who you are, you're going to always run into prejudiced people. So I look at it like this here. All right, today I can have a bad day. I can go into the mirror and say, you know what? Tomorrow is a new day. I'm going to have a better day. Just because shit go bad this one today, that don't mean the whole next year is going to be bad. So what I do is I focus on the positive shit. I'm always laughing, I'm always joking, and I can talk more shit than the Japanese radio. But at the same time, it's all about what I can do for me to be a better person. I don't do shit for other people. I technically don't give a shit about other people to the point where what they think about me. I just want people to know, hey, long as I'm respecting myself and respecting you as a human being, that's what I want you to do. Nothing more, nothing less. If you want to be my friend, regardless of my disability, cool. If not, cool. I'm not going to judge you because you don't want to be my friend or whatever the case may be. But I'm going to always be honest to myself so I can be honest with other people.
And that's really important. Yes. Yes. And you have a life motto: disabled but capable. What does that mean to you?
that means that regardless of what your disability is, I don't give a damn what it is. If you got a little disability, a big disability, if people can see it, cannot see it, I don't give a damn. It means is that just because you just has a disability, that still means you can do stuff. Don't feel like you can't do stuff. And when people tell you that you can't do stuff, tell them to carry their ass and do what you want to do for you as a human to be the best person that you want to be. You weren't put on this earth, me, you, or nobody else wasn't put on this earth to love, to care about nobody but yourself. And the reason why I'm saying it that way is because the simple fact is, if you can't take care of you, you can't help nobody else. So what you have to do is build that foundation within yourself on who you want to be as a human being. You're going to always find people that say they want to be your friend. But very few people is going to stand up to what it means to be a friend and everything. So what you got to do is just focus and never give up on yourself. Because every time you give up on yourself, you automatically fail.
Yes. A lot of people think they're not going to fail because they have that mentality, that they think that they're not going to fail just because it's never going to happen to them. But when it does happen, guess what? They instead of taking care of it themselves, they tend to blame it on everybody else.
Well, no, I understand what you're saying, but in my eyes, and I know this coming from a blind guy, but, okay, they just think they shit don't stink.
You take it right out of my mouth. Yeah.
But everybody got issues. The only problem is some people admit their issues, some people don't. But don't let shit turn around just because people say stuff. Don't shut down and be like, oh, they right. Just go ahead and keep doing what you love doing. So you become the better person that you want to become, not one that I want you to be or anybody else wants you to be. It's all about you. Damn everybody else, because people gonna always judge people. But you can't let that stop you from you becoming who you want to be.
And accomplishing the dream.
You, me, everybody else, we are our own worst enemy. Because we always focusing on what other people think instead of focus on what we can do to make us become a better person. It doesn't matter if you start from here. Okay? You can be down here or whatever and just grow. You ain't got to jump all the way up here to the top. Little grow and then add a little more, and then for long it's this big. So I don't care what the situation is. You control the situation. Don't let the situation control you.
Yes, that's really, really awesome. And we're coming to our final question for today. What is your message to the disabled community? And do you have any inspirational advice for those who might be facing the same challenges you are?
Well, it kind of go back to on my business card. I am disabled but capable. Okay? Everybody is good at something. Find out what you're good for and turn it into a YouTube video. Whatever. Don't give up on yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Just do what you love doing. Everybody deserves to be happy. And the only way that everybody can be happy if we stay the hell out of each other's business and we work on ourselves.
That's good. Yeah, but not many people think like we do.
Well, it's not that other people don't. A lot of people just don't want to because they don't give a shit. It's a difference. Okay? But you can't tell me not to judge you when you judging me. But at the same time, I say, and I know I've mentioned it a few times, people don't matter only to the point where I don't trip off the fact that how people look down on me. I look at how people treat me and how I treat them. Cause if you worry about what other people think, you're gonna always be a miserable person. If you want to be happy, don't realize you can't fix everybody. Only person you can fix is yourself. Yeah, I would love to be the friend of everybody in the world, but hell, that's unrealistic. But what I can do is accept the friends that I do make and say, oh, well, with the rest of them. But that don't mean I'm not going to still respect them as a human being or whatever the case may be. Because I'm going to always respect myself, so therefore I can pass that on around other people.
That's awesome. All right, that would wrap up for today. And it was really nice to interview and take the time out of her early afternoon to make this possible for you, for your dog business, and also for your podcast.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on your show, and I hope one day that as time go on, we can maybe do that again. And yes, I had a blast on your show.
That's awesome.
And thank you again, sir.
You too. And that is a wrap.
Good.
Me to somewhat be comfortable here. I mean, from being at the mic and stuff like that. But it just kind of weird to me only because I'm like, am I really doing this? But I mean, it's cool though. I mean, I'm happy that I'm doing it. It's just funny as hell to me because, and I was just talking about John and someone else. I forgot their name already, and everything about how nervous I was about the other day and everything, and now I'm still nervous, but it's not as crazy as it was from the first time. So
being your good natured self,
Yeah, that's the best thing about doing it privately. We don't have to be on a filter, or we don't have to be on a chain, or
it doesn't. It feels more comfortable.
It just.
Well, when you're not used to doing it, I understand. This y'all second statement and all that other stuff, but the first one is always the hardest one, and everything, at least for me, type thing, and it just crazy that way.
It does. It's just that when I started my YouTube channel, I kind of believe it's been that long. Because it started during fall season of softball.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it's just, why don't I start making softball videos?
Yeah.
Just to start. And after the fall season, I said and of course I went back and looked at it, and it's like, this looks pretty good. Get to elaborate every week on what the week's going and who we're playing against and what is it as. So idea what is associated with
Yeah.
without being Special Olympics, but it's cool. And then now it's going viral like crazy.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
Hey, I apologize. Can you grab a couple of my business cards off the table right there, John? They should be already folded, laminated.